Well, when I was at BTG, I think one of the key things that came out of my time there was all about involving your employees in everything. Listening is something that's undervalued and underrated, and active listening is very important because we can always assume what our employees think and hear, and we can always do surveys, but surveys are surveys. There's nothing better than catching the right moment with someone, sitting down with a coffee and trying to probe a little bit and listen. Employee value proposition, employer value proposition, it's all about culture. And I think what I've learned at my time, particularly at BTG, and I'm learning at BMS, is that it's not something that comes top down, it's something that's owned by the employees, and it's owned at every level in the organisation and at every site. All about, really enlightening that sense of purpose. Why do you work at a company? And it's more than just a job. For many people, particularly in the healthcare industry where it's highly emotive, we're talking about saving people, often saving people's lives or at least improving them, and really storytelling, putting the microphone in front of employees if they want to tell their story, and helping them to share those really emotive reasons for why they get up in the morning and then they come to work. And I think what that's helped BTG and certainly BMS to do is to instill that sense of belonging. There's a real reason to come to work here, and this is a company that cares. It's a company that really is interested in our stories at BMS, and it really helps us to galvanise that culture that is not owned at the top level down. It's owned by every single employee. It doesn't matter what you do. You could be a secretary doing the POs. You could be a manufacturing person on a production line. All of us contribute to the company in some way or another, and we have a reason why we're there. And I think that purpose is really important to share through storytelling. It's important to listen to your employees, empower them, because if you trust your employees, you can give them a lot of freedom to do things and act in a new way and tell stories that they may not necessarily have done, which will really help to show what that company, what that product is all about. And most importantly, trust them, because after all, most people work in healthcare not because it's just a job.